a week ago, Brazen and I were out preaching the gospel of Bitcoin. Of course, you guys are not surprised. You know what happens when you do that. Oh man, that thing is a fraud. It's trash. It makes no damn sense why you guys are investing in it. It's Warren Buffett said it's junk, so don't even think about it. That's what we're talking about today. Why the heck are the banks still getting involved in the crypto space while the entire market is crashing? Brazen, let's go.
Hey, man. Nice intro, sir. I think you really consolidated everything there, you know, to really capture this topic nicely.
Oh, jeez.
But you're very right about this, though. I think it's something that is worth looking at. You know, all too often, right? Most of the time, the articles that we see about Bitcoin and crypto is about how it's horrible, it's going to crap, etc., etc.
Bad for the environment.
Right, you know. But the bottom line still remains that the banks are clearly buying it, like you were talking about. All of these guys are still buying this Bitcoin. What is the deal with this thing? Right?
Let me show some banks real quick.
Exactly.
I can quickly jump to it.
Hey,
show
man.
people what's going on.
Jump into it, man. I'm trying to get the bits about myself here.
All right. So this is a Reuters.com article here,
Right.
and it's not surprising that even though the general media is saying, "Oh, it's a very risky asset," you know, maybe risk off, risk on, or at the moment it's probably risk off, risk on, right? But they are quietly risk off. This is why. Bank of New Mellon, since 2021. So this guy's probably buy some tops of the crypto space. You think these guys are probably sold and gotten out?
They definitely bought the top.
But Bank of New Mellon is in the space. I'm very sure they're not going to take a loss on that thing.
Right.
US Bank, right? October last year. State Street Corp. These are big banks. These are not small banks. Again, they're doing crypto custody for their clients. But if they're doing for their clients, what says that they're not going to owe some for themselves as well? Or if they're not going to make major money off those transactions?
Mm-hmm.
Deutsche Bank. That means the entire German economy is ready. If they crash,
first of all, Germany's economy is gone to garbage. Okay, most of the economies in Europe, man, they're gonna need help. Yeah.
Maybe crypto will come to their rescue and spruce them back up.
Listen, no, I'll put it this way: Bitcoin is waiting for them. Whenever they're ready to open their minds, they can hop on board. You know.
I stopped chasing around the bush and looking at everything else. Oh, CBDC, maybe XRP. Oh no, man. Just focus on the real thing.
You know, to a certain extent, man, I have to say, society is going to, when society gets trapped with CBDC, if society gets trapped with CBDCs, man, we deserve it, bro. Because it just means we did not do enough. We did not respect ourselves enough to fight for what is important to us.
Yep. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. JP Morgan Chase. So that's not a small company. Right? Wells Fargo. Citigroup. Bank of America. Samal Citigroup. PNC Bank. And so on and so on. What do you think about this madness, man?
Well, here's the thing. As we see banks getting into this situation, right? I think one thing that is, and this is just one perspective that I have, it could be that these guys are coming in so that they can, take on the space and provide services within this space. However, I also want to point out another side, because here's the thing. Obviously, very clearly, the demand for crypto is there. Let's take a look at some of the demographics, right? If you look at the demographics of people owning crypto in the US, most of them are male. We have about 72%, right? Male ownership in that space. Income, definitely in that 50K range and above, starts dropping. Right. Starts where's I thought middle class started at 100K.
Oh snap! There
Oh,
was a lot of poor Americans then.
it doesn't. I mean, bro, we're all broke, man. I mean, come on, man. It's someone making 60K, 50K. Is there a difference in their lifestyle?
No, there was this article I read last year when I was hanging out with Mr. Analyst of crypto back in the day, and
Yeah.
literally the middle class income for Americans were like 30, 40K. Majority of Americans. So
Yeah.
just look at it. Don't look at East Coasts. Look at all of America, and then
Right.
do and do an average of that. It's super
Maybe
low.
they've. Go ahead. I was gonna say maybe they've redefined middle class again, just like they redefined what a recession is.
Okay,
You know.
that's true.
But after 100K, it starts tapering off because now you're crossing into old money,
Yeah.
and then of course, break it down by generation. You see that Gen Z. I'm surprised that Gen Z is at 18%. I think it should be a bit more. Then you have millennials, man. 42% of the space. I mean, we are the
Gen Z
majority
is
workforce now.
busy. Gen Z is busy yellowing into AMC and Ape.
Oh, are they? Oh, I thought they were all captured on TikTok. I don't have to.
Oh yeah. Maybe they just busy TikTok
I
in
don't
a
have
way.
to. I don't have time to
They
live in the
don't
real
invest
world. Yeah. Anyway, millennials, man, we are the next group that will be approaching retirement and seeing our portfolios crashed right when we're about to retire. So, as we can see, bulk of the workforce. Gen X, who are those people, man? They're
I'm
still
losing
there.
track.
Oh,
But
yeah.
hey, that's a lot of people.
Yes, and then baby boomers are now our grandfathers. Can you believe it?
Hey, they invest in too, man. 12%. That's a lot.
Interesting stuff. I know Warren Buffett is not from baby boomers generation. I feel like he's from a time before that.
He is. He just
What
looks
what
way
is
older.
what is that generation called?
Baby boomers?
Oh, I thought it was a Great Depression or something.
Oh no, those people are long dead.
Oh, those people are already dead.
Oh, 1920s? If you were alive back then, well, maybe if you were born then.
I
Yeah,
mean,
even if
Warren looks like he's from their time.
It's 80 something years old.
Oh, is he? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I cannot believe that Hugh Hefner died before Warren.
Hey man, he was having way too much sex.
But isn't that sport activity supposed to keep you strong and alive?
He had too much women drama.
Hey, women will age you.
Let's get back to topic, man. This is so fun.
Anyway, based on race and ethnicity, we can see that 58% of the crypto space is white, and then we have followed by Hispanic, Black, Asian, and other.
Time out here. Are you gonna say white now? That is the majority of the population. Let's give them the creds. The white folks are in the space. They're kicking butt.
Hey,
58%. That's a whole lot.
They're doing what they're doing, man.
That's a good thing too, though.
We can count the banks in there too, But let's just look at a few more things here, and I'm gonna make the point that I'm trying to make here.
All right.
One of the things too is we've seen the demographics, and we also understand that banks are getting into the space despite everything that is happening. We see that banking opportunities among Bitcoiners. You have to kind of connect the FUD, right? The previous one was about crypto, and this one is about Bitcoiners. And according to this survey, right, as a Bitcoiner holder, would you move your Bitcoin to your bank if you had secure Bitcoin storage? They claim, I don't know who did the survey, that 81% of Bitcoiners would like to move their Bitcoin into a bank.
Oh Lord.
Who are these people?
And it's a smackdown.
May
Did you
Satoshi
understand
fired
why
and
you got into
returned that.
Bitcoin in the first place?
Exactly, right? As a Bitcoin holder, would you switch your primary bank to a bank that offered Bitcoin-related products? So the ability to earn some whatever synthetic madness that they will come up with in Bitcoin, right? 71% of people, according to this survey, say yes. And would you be interested in earning interest on Bitcoin on an account, such as a savings, money, CD or money market? Look, man, you don't need to earn anything on your Bitcoin, because if you buy and hold the Bitcoin, it will give you more returns than anything that someone else is going to take your Bitcoin and do it with.
I'll run away with it.
Yes.
You saw
They charge.
what's going on with Voyager and all this other Celsius and all the madness right now.
Exactly. The charts speak for themselves, man. So let's say if you give your coin to your Bitcoin to I don't know, a company like JP Morgan, and then your Bitcoin ran up significantly in price, are they going to give you the whole profit from your Bitcoin? Or why are they trying to give you products that will yield some interest on your Bitcoin when your Bitcoin has the ability to yield interest by price action itself?
I have an answer.
Give us the answer.
You put your Bitcoin on Celsius, supposedly. They're going to do some major marketing in the next bull market, and people are going to fall for it again.
Of course.
You give them your Bitcoin. They will loan it out to other businesses, kind of like what the banks are doing now, right? They will over leverage your money. They will F up, as they always do. And before you know it, your Bitcoin and the supposed interest that they say they're giving you is gone. They've done it over and over again.
All right. So I guess
again.
it sounds like one of the big mission then will be to make sure that the public does not get to understand Bitcoin properly, right? Do not get to study Bitcoin properly. This is why it's so important.
You see what what's the name of the school up north in Connecticut is doing with the old Ethereum and blockchain education, misinforming people.
Yeah. See, so this is why we are here. This is why channels like ours and Gentlemen of Crypto and a few others are very important, man. I know there are people out there who are just about pumping and dumping coins on people and not giving any education. It is a shame, to be honest, man. When I see massive platforms, YouTubers with over 1 million followers, biggest in the crypto space, right? And they take this attention that they have to just line their own pockets, pushing pump and dump coins and things like that, when they have a unique opportunity to educate people on what Bitcoin is. You understand? But not everything that glitters is gold.
Well, there's apparently a demand, and the banks see it, and that's why they're jumping on it.
Absolutely.
Let me show you some more. Let me show you some more info real quick.
Go for it.
Oh man, I might have to zoom in on this one.
Yeah, you definitely have to zoom in because I can't even see that one yet.
All right, can you see that? Even more. Let's do that real quick. I know time is flying.
There we go. I can see it now. I can see it.
All right. 300 banks, man. 300 banks. Have you watched the movie, The 300s?
Oh, yeah. This is Sparta. Yeah, that's what
Bitcoin
they're about to do to
Sparta there, man.
They're about to Sparta Ethereum.
So these banks do see, just like you just showed earlier, the demand. There is a market demand for financial services in the space, right? And this is what I'm also thinking as I read this article here from Barron's. It's another pretty good place to get some good data from. Is that they saw that they missed out on what Venmo, PayPal, Cash App did with the old quick transaction. And they're like, hey, looks like this is a new market again that they're about to miss out on. And they're not about to let it happen again. So they are jumping into the game. What do you think about that?
I think they've already missed it, first of all. So they're just jumping after stuff that has already happened. They absolutely, the same way they missed Amazon and missed Tesla and companies like that. These guys have missed it. The same way they missed Bitcoin in the beginning. These guys have missed the mark again. However, secondly, we also know, if you look at the mindset of these guys are not friendly. They don't like competition. They always try to take out their competition. And it seems to me that there is a pattern that has been slowly emerging. I've seen this over the years in many other things, which I cannot remember all of them right now, but I'll give you recent examples. This is the part where you play nice with your opponent. You bring them in.
You give them a lot of money, huh?
Yeah, it's shipping wolf clothing, right? Typical shipping wolf clothing scenario. Be nicely to them. You make it seem like they're inviting them in. Once they come in and they make the move, they're vulnerable, then you stab them. And you stab them till they can,
Do Kwon.
They can, yeah. So you have an example like Do Kwon, exactly. It's a perfect example. When he had this trade with these people, right, took some Bitcoin for some Terra. Maybe in his mind, he was looking at it like, hey, this is legit business. I'm over here with the big boys. He would never have expected that these guys may have done some homework in the background and they understand that they can now take these coins and drop the ever-living crap out of them to shake that peg. And then now, while you're dying, none of them are there to help you out. We've seen this happen with Do Kwon. We've seen this happen with a bunch of cryptos where the SEC says, hey, come on in. We want to discuss this thing
XRP,
and see if we can get some, exactly, and see if we can get some
Coinbase,
good regulations going for all of us.
Binance.
Okay. Now, what happens when a lot of these tokens come in? They can no longer be listed on
They get a lawsuit
Binance
after
and
that.
all of those places, which is where they get their revenue from, right?
Yep.
And so now you're a registered security, which means that Coinbase or Binance can no longer be listing you because now they are also in violation at that point.
Yep.
Ethereum move. We've seen Ethereum be literally
Proof of stake,
to
proof
save
of
the
stake.
environment
Save the
is what they
exactly.
said, right? Which we know is absolutely beyond a
BS.
shadow of doubt, absolute
Yeah,
BS.
this was.
So you
Gold
have
this
taken,
was.
you know what I mean? So you have deployed a massive amount of capital to accomplish something that does nothing for anyone.
No, it allows you to just print money out of tin here, kind of like what they do with fiat.
Okay. All of that, a massive project just to get Ethereum to a place where it's proof of stake. And then conveniently after that, the SEC now says Ethereum is something they have jurisdiction over. Okay. Now they're on their neck, right? They're on their neck now. You can't go anywhere. And now Ethereum is conveniently a security, which means you have to come and register.
Yep.
And once you register it, you're now under the regulations of...
Hey, maybe that's what some people want. FDIC insured. You know, money to be made, but at the same time giving away your freedom.
But here's the thing. When it comes to getting FDIC insurance, of what interest is it for the SEC
regular people.
or the regulators to approve Ethereum as FDIC insured when JP Morgan, who has a strong relationship with them, can create their own product and get the FDIC insurance?
They
When
make the
BlackRock
money. You are out.
can do it.
You are out. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Grayscale can do it.
Now you are out.
You've been kicked out. Whereas
It may
now
not-
the banks go back to
Yeah.
owning everything.
It may not happen, but this is just an observation.
Oh,
But I think people should take
cryptocurrency.
note of it. Yeah.
Cryptocurrency giving people the freedom. Poof.
Listen,
Gone.
listen. These people have already shown that they do not care about making everyone broke.
No, that is the strategy.
They will
and
crash.
each time the government, if they go broke, the government rescues them because that's
Yes,
their body.
right.
But if you go broke, or you on your own,
You're on your own. We've seen it 2008 financial crisis, 1920, over and over and over again, but they never help the small person. But they also say that this is to, they see that these assets pose a financial risk
Yeah.
to the system. A system where
the entire system itself is a financial risk.
The
You see
whole
what's
thing
going
is
on
a
in
risk.
Europe.
we see the whole economy is globally is interconnected. We see
Yeah.
China's economy going to garbage. We see Germany's economy going to garbage. The US keeps hiking rates. It's not making them look very favorable
fixing
to
the
other
problem
countries that are, you know what I mean? The stock market has been crashing steadily. The value of the stock market is not even real anybody. Nobody knows because these guys, what's his name? Powell can just come out one day and say we're going down and we're going down. He can come out and say we're going up. So what financial risk are we talking about? Because as it stands right now, the whole system is like throwing a baby into a washer, into a dryer or something. And just, we are the baby.
That's a terrible example, please. Don't use that. I feel horrible with that example.
I mean, you know,
Jeez.
I just have to reach a little bit deep into people's souls, man. Make them think about it. Because in
make
this
them
case,
think about
we are the baby, bro. So are we going to protect ourselves? We are the baby, and we're in the washing machine, and it's not even a new washing machine. It's like old school one, the one that was like shaking, like you saw like the whole machine was like moving when it was going.
Okay,
you know?
stop it.
Nah, I'm kidding. But yes, that's also another angle that I see this as.
Yeah.
It's just
So,
speculation, though. Go ahead.
thinking as the guy that's always looking for opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Transaction fees, you know. So as I read these articles and articles over and over again, they see the market demands. They are trying to jump in, and these banks are like, "Oh, there's a lot of money to be made." You know, we will hold. I can't wait to see the amount of marketing come out in the next bull market.
Right.
Don't worry, we'll hold your assets for you, and we'll show you how to make some interest off of it. Right? And they're going to push that. And they're going to push the idea that, oh, they are banks, so they're FDIC insured, so your money is safe with them. Kind of like what the banks did to us many, many years ago in the 1700s, where everybody started giving the banks their money, and then the banks
Mm.
start loaning other people their money. Now they don't have access to their money anyhow. We've seen countries like China, some European countries where you go
Yeah,
to the bank to get your money out, and now you can't get it out because they say the money is not there or for some reason. So
absolutely.
that is what they're going to try to do with cryptos as well.
That's also another interesting thing. Do you think that is going to come to the US soon, where they're going to start limiting how much you can, or at least reduce?
They're
Because right
doing it
now
already.
they already limit you to 10K, but do you think they're going to reduce that?
I was trying to move money out of my PNC to my ally, and
Mhm.
I got an alert saying that, oh, there's a limit for the day that you can move out of that account, and
It
it's
might
my
be
money
it,
that
mi-
I worked for
it
that is
might
safe
it
there.
might be dropped down to like 5K.
But that is
Then
why we have
2K.
cryptocurrencies in the first place. But people are too dumb to understand the technology that they're giving the power back to the banks that are doing the same thing that they're doing now. Get your own wallet, for Christ's sake.
Well, some people just wanna. There's this thing in the American society where they push convenience
Hmm.
at the cost of everything else. It does not matter if you're going to lose your arm; it's convenient, right? And I feel that people have been pushed into this convenience thing for so long that people don't know what it feels like to go. Everyone needs to have a bit of discomfort in their life. You have to be uncomfortable with life. You have to be uncomfortable with a lot of things in life, is how I see it. Because if not, there's not going to be any improvement. You cannot just be expecting everything to be spoon fed for you, you know?
Exactly.
It's just because at some point, when you don't know what it's like to, when you don't know what suffering is, when you don't know what discomfort is, your threshold for inconvenience becomes very low. Okay? Going one day without lights becomes something that you cannot even live with yourself.
Hmm.
And I think that is something that people in our society today need to do more, man. Go out camping or something. Go do something that takes you out of the convenience of your life. Because
People want
literally, convenience is being used as a marketing tool now.
yeah, people want convenience so bad they've given
Yeah,
away all their privacy.
exactly.
The what's it called? The Amazon or those Google that you put in your house. Oh, turn on what's it called? Amazon, turn on the lights.
Yeah,
What the
Alexa.
hell? Alexa,
Alexa.
turn on. Get the
Yeah,
heck off and go turn on the lights
yeah.
themselves.
That thing is, dude, that thing scares me so much. Which is one thing people need to think about, man. A lot of people who are heavily into tech do not have those things in their house. There's a
Yes.
reason that I don't have that thing. Okay, you're getting yourself into more than you bargained for sure.
Did you watch the Tesla AI day yesterday?
No, I didn't. How
Oh
was that?
man, it's scary, bro. Let's not even judge. Let's not even
Okay,
go to that topic.
we'll get into that one later on. Here's the bottom line: the banks are here in the crypto space,
Yep.
and I think for me, I think it's still unclear what their plan is.
Mm.
What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Double up, final thoughts.
Hey man, we've been telling you guys this for a while. Just get a wallet. Let's go back to the 1600s, early 1700s, before the big banks started taking over. Save your own money, save your
Oh,
own
hell no,
value.
bro. What are you talking about? Go back to the 1700s?
I mean, in terms of the value of your money before this all
True,
inflation, deflation
true,
madness.
true.
This time around, it's even more secure. Save your own money. Don't give it to the banks. Don't give it to
Yes.
the governments. And then they control you and tell you what you can do with your own value. This is after you've worked and sweat like bullets to acquire it. Now they
Yeah.
control it and they tax the hell out of it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying not to contribute to the community and pay your taxes. That is the right place. I mean, with the Bitcoin standards, there is a way to continue to provide and add value to the community without necessarily overtaxing the population. We can make that happen. People don't. People are not saying that they
Absolutely.
don't want to pay taxes. Is the over leveraging and the abuse of the tax system where a few don't pay much and a few pay a lot that is broken. And Bitcoin can fix that as well.
Yeah. I think you make a very good point there, man. There's this bureaucracy that we have to deal with. And the systems that we're in right now definitely need an upgrade for sure. Yeah. Let's do a video on that, by the way, because what you just said there was just, yeah. We'll talk about governance. Give me a great idea there, sir.
Bitcoin standard governance.
Hey, listen, here's the thing. Bottom line, buy your Bitcoin, get it off the exchange, store it in cold storage. Self-custody is king.
Until next time, temptation. Don't fall for the temptation of high interest.
I don't think 80% of people are trying to move their Bitcoin into a bank. That's that. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, like the video, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're also on Spotify. Until next time, Brazen out.
Double O. Out.
Hey.